as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike! 57's the Mike! Hey, tight!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago! Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Reset! Unit T! Mike's 5-4. Cut! I 54! I 59! Go!
Watson on first down.
Mike 54!
Philip Dorsett holds it in. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I got him. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Got him, go.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Simmons. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, it could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Watch that. Middle.
On second down, McCaffrey. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Now watch one.
Regular.
Right there.
Throwing now is Allen.
Coming to you.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Get him.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Bears 7, Eagles nothing. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, alert! Hey, 55!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Push him back.
Topper!
24, check 24.
On second down, it's Simmons.
Run!
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey! Down him, go!
Kill!
Alert!
Kill! Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike.
Down him, go!
On first and 10, it's Sanders. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners,
Go.
Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Down him, go!
Watson, off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go! Mike, watch the Pittsburgh!
Watch the slant.
The pitch back, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike's 54. Set the tone, defense.
Alert!
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood!
54, right there. 54, Mike. You get blocked.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jones. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Mike,
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Move, move, move. 54.
Line him, go.
54 is Mike.
Line him, go.
Now it's Watson.
Double dog. That's the way.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike Smith. 57's Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Run!
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Set a tone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Bears push further out in front, Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Bears 17. Eagles.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's coming.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check. Watch. 55, 4. Hey, alert. You scared. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Mike's 54.
Watson on 3rd down. Past the 20. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 49 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Bears 17. Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Come on,
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this time, Allen will throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Nice hit, boy.
Alert!
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Down 80!
97's the mic. Let's go one more. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Allen now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go!
Mike 28. Quit talking about it.
Throwing again. Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Four down.
Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That's a pick. Going the other way.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the pass.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Hey, 59. Hey, 59. Watch twist.
Check 26. Check 26.
Match box.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Dorsett's got it. He finds some open field here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54. Here we go. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 59, let's go. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Come on, set. 6 yards.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 50.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Too little, Cupcake.
Third and long, it's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's fourth down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Rabbit. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". 54 is down, he's coming.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ball, D, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Watch twist.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 54.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on third and long. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Shoot! Blitz!
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Topper!
Mike, 28.
Alert!
28. I'm coming.
Bravo!
I'm coming. Mike, 28. What we got?
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Watch twist.
Alert! Hey, tight.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Allen going to throw.
Who got 17?
And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Squeeze, double.
Hot 7.
Hey, watch Sam.
On 4th down, Watson.
Okay, just like
They're
that.
able to find Dorsett. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Check 31, check.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. It's caught by Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch 24.
Again, it's Watson. And an alley to run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54's down, he's coming.
Right there. 54 Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Spell. I'm coming after you. Slam.
On 1st down, Simmons. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Here we go.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Keep it up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hey, tight.
To the car.
There you go. Mike, 56.
From the 50, it's Watson.
You don't want none. Hey.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert.
Watson.
Right there. 56. You got nothing today.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
56 to Mike.
Now Watson.
Check Mike, check Mike.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely four-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
56 to Mike. Hey, line up, go.
Watson now to throw.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
He's got it. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.